the flag bearership race in your party is heating up.
It's getting out, and it will be hotter. It's just the beginning.
Yes, it will be hotter, eh?
Yeah, it will be hotter.
And but where do you personally belong?
Oh, why should I declare it here?
Have you declared? Have you decided yet?
Well,
you don't have to declare publicly.
You've thrown something, but it's against my position personally.
Okay.
To let us, especially people who are seen to be leading members of the party, declaring a position for one of the candidates. If you are not necessarily working directly for one candidate, then I don't believe you should stand, like you should be seen to be standing with one. This is my position. NPP, I keep saying, and I've said it here several times, NDC did not win 2024 election. The NPP threw it at them for free. We dashed it to them. Just because some members of the party made certain decisions that affected the thinking, the understanding, the very being of some of our members. So the people who did not show up at the polling station, I told you about the guy I went to pick to go and vote. And he told me he won't go. And I said, the wife, Johnny, let's go. I was telling her, he said, oh, you know Mr. Adade's house, right? There are plenty of rooms. When you follow him and you go and vote, go to the house. I'll bring your bag there to you. He was telling the wife. The reason being that there are people within the party who are hardcore NPP people who are disgruntled. And some of the reason would have been because somebody thinks somebody is twisting somebody's arm or there is an allegation of an arm twisting. Now, if we want the people to have confidence in the leadership, let the leadership be as neutral as possible and our people will go and vote. If they go and vote, assuming 2024 they all voted, NDC will still have lost by 400,000 votes. 400,000. So I am saying that...
Before you even proceed with this, I was actually building the premise for our conversation about the new patriotic party. You've taken one angle, which is fine. I think it was based on the question I asked. It wasn't meant for you to answer it now.
I don't want to.
But you do know that a few decisions were made 2 days ago or so here at Alisa Hotel, where there was a National Council meeting, and among the decisions that was taken was that 31st of January next year, you are electing your flag bearer. And also there have been a few suggestions as to which would have to be affirmed by the National Council again. And that has to do with a proposal for an expansion in the electoral college of your party. We're told electoral ward coordinators and at the electoral area coordinators and also at the police station level, there's going to be some kind of an increase in the numbers. Now, you know that this announcement has been greeted with all kinds of mixed reactions. Some say fantastic idea, some say they have an issue, they have some reservations about it. And then a day after, we see some number of MPs. We're told about 60 of them or so who went to visit the former flag bearer of your party, the former Vice President, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bamia, to sort of, show their support to his bid to become the next, flag bearer of your party. And then on the same day, which is the same yesterday, we're told a number of MMDCEs also went to Kennedy Japon's house. I believe it is his house or somewhere, to wine and dine with him. And we've also seen Dr. Brian Champon, who has been speaking all manner of languages and putting it out, short skits here and there. Not a skit, but short videos. Yes, so far he's spoken Chi, he's spoken Ga, he's spoken Ewe. And he's put it out there.
They are all Ghanaian languages.
Yes, Ghanaian languages, yes. Ghanaian dialects, actually. That's what I should say, Ghanaian dialects. And then we've also seen Dr. Yeduchum. He also released a video yesterday. He said he's a man of the moment. He has what it takes to lead the NPP into the next elections in a successful way. We also do know that there are others like Mr. Boache Jaku, the former energy minister, who's also shown some interest. And have I left any other names? I guess those are the ones that have so far shown interest. So Kennedy Japan, Dr. Brennan Champon, Dr. There's quite a number. For now. Yes, we'll treat it as rumors. So about 5 people. Sorry?
The former energy minister.
Yes, Boache Jaku, I mentioned his name. So about 5 people or so whose names are out there publicly, and they have told us that they are interested. Now, if you look at today's daily guide, it says NPP flag bearer race begins. And the story is on page 3 of today's paper. It says the race for the New Patriotic Party flag bearer slot has begun in earnest following the announcement by the party to hold its presidential primaries on January 31, 2026, ahead of the 2028 general elections. Although speculations were rife about individuals within the party gearing up to contest the flag bearer slot prior to the National Council meeting, the announcement of the date for the presidential primaries by the NPP's General Secretary Justin Kodia Frimpong last Tuesday seems to have opened the way for some members to declare their intentions to contest. A number of potential candidates have so far, either hinted of their interest in vying for the flag bearership slot of the NPP or publicly stepped their foot, forward. And so among the contenders for the slot is former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who was the presidential candidate for the party in the 2024 elections. In the last NPP presidential primaries, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia defeated a field of 3 other candidates, including Kenneth Japon, the outspoken former Central Member of Parliament, Dr. Usufri Akoto, a former Minister for Agriculture, and a former Mampong MP, and Francis Adade. I told Adade will contest again. This will be about his 5th time. Yes. Maybe he may be 5th time lucky. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, he's been contesting in all the elections. Anyways, and there's Dr. Yadu Chum, who we're told is one such individual who has officially expressed his intention to contest for the flag bearership slot, is a former Education Minister, Dr. Osei Educhum. And then you have Dr. Brian Champong, another stalwart of the party, former Minister for Agriculture and current Member of Parliament for the Betifi people. Dr. Brian Champong also recently announced the formation of an exploratory committee to assess the possibility of a bid for the New Patriotic Party's flag bearership. And then there's Kwabena Japon. That's the chap whose name I had forgotten. That's Kwabena Ejie Japon, who is a former General Secretary of the party and a former presidential aspirant. Kwabena Ejie Japon. Daily Guide, you forgot to add the fact that he was a former press secretary to the former President Kufuor. That's a very important, attribute that he doesn't want. He would always ask us to add to his profile. So this is how the Daily Guide, has captured it. Now, even when it comes to the 60 MPs who visited Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, some people are contending it and they're saying it's not true, and but only 28 people, some say 35, some say more than 60, and so on and so forth. There's been a lot of debate on social media, but for me, that's not really the thrust of my argument. The thing is, people are lacing their boots, and people are taking sides.
So you realize that when you raise the issue, I told you, it's going to get heated.
Yeah.
I am expecting that, and nothing.
You know, a few more people who are interested who have.
I have heard names.
Okay,
but anybody can say I will go. Yeah. I will contest.
I thought you were going to.
But Adade must contest.
Thank you for the respect and honor.
Adade must contest.
You must contest.
The people like Adade,
he has contested all the.
People like Adade, Odike, they might have their own reasons.
Yeah, Abonyeto wants to contest.
Yeah, they might have their own reasons, so you can't begrudge them. I heard you mentioned Kwabena Ejie Japon. I heard that he was also going to come. I don't know how true it is, but the names that are within the public domain are those ones you have mentioned. But look, you see, you started with the expansion of the Electoral College, and what I'm thinking is, if everything goes as we are following now, there is not likely the expansion of the Electoral College will affect the current flag bearership choice.
No, there's one level where we're told the ward coordinators will increase from a certain number to a certain number.
We are adding 2 to the polling station. Yes. We don't have ward, we have polling stations.
No, you have electoral area coordinators.
Then the electoral area coordinators, we are changing it from electoral area coordinators
to committees.
We have 1 coordinator per electoral area. Now we are putting 5 in an electoral area coordinating committee.
Okay.
So that they will have a function.
So that's what I meant by the expansion. Not the,
we are moving from 200 and something thousand to 600,000 plus. The aim is to expand the Electoral College.
Yes.
So that the so-called transportation and things, you might not be compelled to give somebody an airfare,
right,
and while somebody is getting trotro fare. So those things I believe the expansion of the Electoral College is going to help. Some people suggested let everybody go. But when NEC decided to include certain critical sections of our people, former MMDCs, former constituency executive, former MPs, and the current MP is almost is on it already. But those ones that are not on, so we are moving from 200,000+ to 600,000+, so that we'll have a bigger number, and that is very likely. That is very likely to miss the 31st January date for the flag bearer selection, if that is what we are going to have. So it's early days yet. Everybody is speaking. People are expressing opinions. At our extraordinary Congress, this thing will come up. People may raise their issues. I mean, what I like and the advice I give everybody is that the appeal is the division will not help anybody. The acrimony, attacks, fighting will not help anybody. So let's all be patient. Whatever ideas we hold, let's go and gather at the Congress. And when we get to Legon, and people bring their ideas, and whatever NEC has proposed stands, because according to the Constitution, they have power to make this proposal. And if we agree, then we go by it. It shouldn't be because candidate A or candidate B says I agree or doesn't agree. We are in a democracy. So if we discuss it and everybody believes that the 31st date is okay, why don't we go ahead and do it? I personally have a position against that, because if we are expanding, given what happened in 2024, if we are expanding, and that for it to affect the current election, the current selection of the flag bearer, it would have helped us, because the aim of expanding the Electoral College is not just cosmetic. It's supposed to give people more confidence and bring more people on board so that they will have a sense of belonging. We should all believe that we have been critical in the party. A former MP has campaigned in the area. He has followers. There are people who will still go to his house and invite him for outdoorings and things. So the former MP, if we are bringing him on board, that's beautiful. If we are expanding, the work sometimes gets very difficult. I don't know, Moro hasn't done active party work before. But if you ask me and my brother, you will understand that when you get to elections, Charlie, heat is hot. Sometimes you need people to support with one thing or the other. And if you don't take care, it becomes difficult. So expand. I am for 100% for the expansion of the Electoral College, except that if we want to appease our followers and let them join the race and come and fight with us, fight not with blows, but the political activism that will bring us power in 2028, then we should follow and make sure that all these people are part of the process. So that's my candid opinion on this.
But what's just before I come to Wanda Madilo, where do you stand on the ongoing debate as to whether the 31st January is a good idea or not? Where do you stand on this?
The
31st January. Some say it's early. It's too early. Some say
for me it's not too early.
Okay.
I wish we even did it earlier, but turning the thing upside down gives me some shivers, because if we use this method and still people feel that they've been left out, or some people feel that somebody has circumvented the process, even though I'm always issuing this caveat that the Constitution gives NEC the power to do what they did. It's Constitution.
You mean the National Council?
Yes.
Not necessarily. National Council.
Yes, it gives the National Council the power to do what they did. So, but for me, if that is going to send down further division, then let's reconsider it. If that one is going to help and we all understand it, then let's go ahead, because the division didn't help us in 2024. Somebody said he will give showdown. Somebody said I'll do this, and we played. We took it for granted, and let me tell you, it went down.
Really?
Oh yes, I told you, I am always on the ground. So I know what's happening on the ground. That thing had an effect. Serious effect. Serious effect. We suspended some people. In fact, the day I heard that the suspension has been revoked unequivocally and unconditionally, I was happy, because I know people amongst those people, hardcore NPP people, but I don't believe they will go and vote. Them, their families, their friends, close associates may say because you are fighting Ernest Adade, I won't go and vote. Or because whatever. So whatever they did, we have granted amnesty to everybody. Bring everybody on board. Let's do something. It's a group, right? It's an association, the political party. We have given people the power to think for us. We voted for them to think for us. When they finish thinking for us, it is just good for them to come back and come and tell us that these are the thoughts that we have thought for you, and we will say, no, we didn't send you there to do this, or we sent you there to do this. Thank you for a good work done. And everybody is happy. Otherwise, if we ignore any opinion at this time, it can come back to come and haunt us, and that will not be good for us. So my appeal to our National Executive Council too is that let's be flexible and let's listen to the other side. Let's listen to everybody. Whoever will win no matter what. But the aggression shouldn't be in-house. It should be towards Wanda. When I come here, the fire should be on Wanda. It shouldn't be on my brother NPP man, which will further divide us, and Wanda will get the election easier than he had before. So they are saying we will get 28%. I used to say that we beat them 1 million and we will kill them with some 2-3 million, but now they are in power.
Okay.